Now for the Psoas march, there's two main ways we can do this. One is lying on the ground on your back, and another is stood up against the wall. I'll show you both variations. Whichever one you choose is entirely up to you. If we are going to do this lying down, we can either use something like a foam block, a ramp, or again, towel or hoodie rolled up, just to support those hips. If we were using this, we'd do the version of this exercise where we hold both feet up off the ground and march one leg at a time, looking to control that. The only issue is if we don't have that, it's very, very easy for the pelvis to go forwards in this position. So if you don't have the yoga block and you want to do this lying on your back, I always advise that we keep one leg slightly bent with my heel pushed into the ground, and that way I can support my pelvis while I march the other leg. And again, with this exercise, we want to make sure that we're not letting that pelvis tilt forwards as we go, keeping those hips to the posterior tilt, keeping that back nice and neutral, and working from there. So all I want to see with this one is we're going to nice and slow bring that knee up as high as we can and control that as we bring it back down. What I don't want to see you doing is bringing that up, letting that go, up, letting it go. I really want to see that we control that, have a good contraction, and really nice eccentric control as we lower it down. Again, you can do this on one side before swapping over, or you can alternate your legs as you go. Whichever works best for you is fine with me. The other thing I want you to think about is as we pull up, making sure we curl those toes all the way up towards my knee, not letting that pull down there, where it's more likely the band will slip off anyway. So pulling those toes up is a really important step in this exercise, and just make sure that you're getting that throughout as well. If you prefer to do the hip flexor march up against the wall, we need the same band around the toes, stand against the wall, and with this one I still want to see the same thing. We get that pelvis in a posterior tilt, so we can think of that as putting our lower back flat against the wall, and putting our feet slightly out in front of us will help that as well. It's much harder for us to let that tilt forwards if our feet are in front. When I bring those feet right under me, it's very easy to let all of that go. And the exercise from here is essentially the same. We're going to tuck those hips under, keep them nice and neutral. You can pop your arms out on the wall to brace for support. We're going to lift that all the way up, nice and slow, lower it down, and then switch over to the other side.